Hi guys, Mark Redmayne here with another guitar lesson, of course Jessie's Girl. Let's jump straight in here. We've got in the key of D, we're starting on a D rock chord there on that 5th fret. So we're going from a D to the A to a B, then G, then an A, and then a D. So let's have a look at this first rhythm, very simple. Now you keep it nice and quiet, so mute it down at the rear of the guitar, put your palm over the harmonic bridge there and get a nice muting sound. So you want to back off behind the vocals, don't try and overrun the vocals, sit right behind them. In the first part of the first verse. In the verses, of course, it has a second part where the band picks it up a little bit and it becomes more strong in the backing and the rhythm behind the vocals. So this part, we unmute the guitar, get it nice and strong. Now we can play this in two parts. So the first one is, we're going. So it's stronger, exactly the same chords as the first part, except a lot unmuted and a lot stronger. But you can also add a little bit more finesse to it by adding a bit more tops into the second part of those chords. Let me explain. We've got a D, an A, and a G. Now, instead of going to that G, I come down to the D-shaped G here, which is on that 8th fret, and I play that with a sharp kick. And then slide up to the A, and then up to the D. So I've got this. So it just adds a little bit more colour to that part of the chorus. Okay, let's get away from the verse. The chorus starts straight after those verses. It hits an A and holds that chord as a sort of a bridge into the chorus. Now we hit the chorus by going, so we're on an A to a D. Very sharp. Now I do this as an A to a hammer-on, like a B minor 7. And I like to pick it with the fingers. So I'm going from pick to fingers. Slowly. Picks on. Okay, now we go at the end of that, it does a little turnaround. Where can I find? Okay, now we're back into the verse. Little break, little 2-bar break, and then quiet again. And it repeats the whole thing over again. All right, let's have a look at the two middle eights, or the bridges, middle eight or bridge if you'd like to call it that, where we come into this. So firstly, it's after, of course, the second chorus, and we hit a G chord here. So this is that little bridge that comes into this. Easy, just a pumping G chord. Okay, nothing hard about that. But if you haven't got a keyboard player and you wanted to play the actual brass section of that, we can look at that too from there. So we've either got this, and while that's going on, we've got this. Remember the little G chord down here? Up to the D. That's the D, straight to the D chord, which is the G flat, A, and the D, and then back to that D-shaped A chord here. So you can either flick them with your finger, so that's that keyboard part. That's being played over the top of that G pumping chord. This is like 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, now after that it slides up to the A like another connection point to the next middle eight. Now we go to either rock chords here. I'll do the rock chords first. We've got an F sharp to B, F sharp to G sharp or A flat. See, it pumps back. Okay, but I play it just with notes. I think it sounds better if you get that funky feel. So I don't use those rock chords, I just use the notes here. So an F sharp to the B, then F sharp, of course, to the G sharp. But I do it with a mute and also slide the pick into the hand slightly, so you're getting a little bit of lesser pick here. And I'm going to then so I'm getting that little squealy, not too much, just a little. Okay, then we come into just the pre-solo chords. And now the solo. As I did at the start, at speed, let's slow that down. Firstly, slide up from A to the D. Hold that for a second with a bit of tremolo. Then the notes down here. That's a D note, then down to an E, B, A, flick off the D to the C sharp, back to the A, E, then bend up the A to the B and then release it. Let's have a look at that. Okay, next part. Bend up the E to an F sharp. Spot on fret 15. Flick off and then let the string drop back down again. Okay, so bend up, spot on, flick off, release. Back to the E. Now this little part here has two parts. It goes, first one is just the B, the E, the B and the A. Then the next one adds in the B flat. Okay, next part here is our little third break. Slide up from the E and the G note up to the A and the F sharp here. So I'll talk from here from the G string. So A sliding up, G sliding up to A. Now kicking it back to where we started from, the G and the E, then the G flat and the D, then the E and the C sharp, then the D and the B. So it sounds like this. Now slide up from here right up to that G note. See? Now come back to the F sharp. We'll see. F sharp. Flick off to the D, finishing on the D note. So have a listen to that part. Now the next part here, slide up from the E to the F sharp, A, B, C sharp, A, B, C sharp. So slide up, finish on the A note. Now the next part is all double stop. So pick it or strum it, up to you. Use your pick or use the fingers. I use the fingers here, so you get a nice clean double note exactly together, a little double stop. So we've got a D and a G, then an E and an A, then a G and a B, then a and a C sharp, then just add the D note, keep the A. Now that fingers in the right position to slide back down to the A here. And you've got the end of it there. Let's have a look at it slowly. Okay, and that brings us to the end of the song. Now all we need to do is put the end chords on and we're right to go. So I do this by doing, firstly, it's like the chorus. So A to D, and then the A with the little A minor 7 in front, back to the A G, and a D to finish it. It's got that G chord, so have a listen to it at speed. And finish on the D chord. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed Jessie's Girl, and we'll see you on the next lesson. Bye for now.